You're right there, YouTube. It is Crackoon again, bringing you another gameplay. Commentator man, we're here again, beat some more Modern Warfare 3 like you do. Going to be playing a 6v6 kill confirmed on the map foundation, using the AK-47 with a kit proficiency and a suppressor on there. I'm running the perks out, Sleight of Hand Pro, Hardline Pro, Marksman Pro. I'm running the Specialist Strike package, so I've got my first perk as Assassin, second Blind Eye, third Scavenger. I've got a frag grenade and a portable radar as my lethal and tactical. Boom! Getting it on, doing it like we do, beasting some people off on the new map foundation. Super beasting because, yes, that's right, as you can read from the title, I drop a MOAB on fools. And as you can also read from the title, I'm going to give you tips and tricks and, you know, just standard maneuverings of what I like to do when, well, you know what? The fact of the matter is, I can only give a limited amount of tips and tricks because I've only ever got one MOAB on this map, as well as the other map, Sanctuary, right, which are the two new Elite DLC maps, only to Premium Elite members, or whatever you want to call it like that, right? Fact of the matter is, from there, though, the fact is, this MOAB was got on Foundation, kill confirmed. The very, very next game after this one, on Sanctuary, kill confirmed, I got the MOAB as well. So it was back-to-back MOABs live on Benty's live stream. So if you're not watching Benty's live stream when we're live streaming and that, then I don't know what's going on, because you would have seen it live, real, legitimate, happening there and then, doing it like we do. Seriously, and I'm going to start live streaming a lot more soon. I'm probably going to even be live streaming today, tonight, maybe before this commentary's gone up, maybe after this commentary's gone up. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll probably upload my streaming video anyway to let you know. But yeah, man, I'm moving into the more live streaming phase of things, and like I want to start doing more live streams, a variety of different live streams of games and shit like that. Not just purely COD based, even though my YouTube channel is purely COD based. I'm kind of looking at the live streaming aspect of things at the moment as being more of a variety of games. So, you know, I can kind of build up my sub base on Twitch. Well, not a sub base on Twitch. I can kind of build up my viewer base on Twitch by like mainly Call of Duty and a variety of things like that. And then once my base has been built, I can kind of branch out into other games, you know, see what's going on there. Because I don't only just play COD. That's what people think. I'm a beast at COD, yeah. I like to play COD. It's probably one of my favourite games, like franchises or whatever like that. Yeah, but the fact is I don't always play COD all the time. That's just the way it is. So you take it for what it is really when it comes down to it like that. But anyway, man, moving back onto it, doing it like we do. As you see here, I've picked up like an AK-47 with no suppressor, and it worked out pretty good in my favour really, because then I had two AKs, one suppressed, one not suppressed. So for long range, I could pop people's skulls. For close range, I can kill them discreetly. It's the way it should be. So, you know, pretty straightforward enough like that. But I don't know, man. There's another interesting little point, yeah. I think they should, with like the perk Overkill Pro, not that I'm using it or not that it's relevant at the moment, it's just a completely another random side tangent, but I think the perk Overkill should allow you to be able to have two primary weapons even though they're the same weapon. Like for instance what I've just explained then. I would love to have a silenced AK and an unsilenced AK and be able to go in a game and be able to sacrifice one of my perks to have that capability. But because of the game's kind of a bit stupid sometimes, it doesn't let you have the same weapon twice. I can't understand why it wouldn't let you have the same weapon twice. If anything, Overkill should let you have the same weapon twice instead of you trying to like mix and match combinations in which you're getting like a fucking hell, I can get my words out. You're getting like a Type 95 and then an ACR. Surely that's more cheese than having two AKs. I don't know, that's just my opinion about it anyway. Moving on with it, right. Beasting anyway, moving on to the tips and tricks. 4 minutes into the commentary, right. So if somebody came along looking for tips and tricks, they would have had to have watched it till now. See what I'm saying? I try and like hold my tips out until like I'm a bit into the commentary, because if you want to watch the, if you want to know the tips and tricks, then you've got to stick around. I'm not a bitch and I don't give you tips like to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a bitch and you just want to come here for tips and then you want to fuck off, I'm not happy with that, you see? I want you to be able to enjoy my content, because half of the tips and tricks that I give are with visual evidence. Facts. Most gameplays and shit like that where people are giving tips and tricks are mainly based upon visual evidence. It's the way it is. But anyway, right, the MOAB is coming up very, very shortly anyway. I'll probably get into tips and tricks once the MOAB drops, but you can kind of see what I'm doing at the moment. I'm kind of proper nervous at the moment though with this game at the moment. You can see I'm kind of like, I think there's a second very shortly where I'm just like literally I'm here going back and forward, back and forward, back and forward, and just essentially what you want to do for locking down. Oh, in fact, I think the MOAB's coming. I think it's coming like literally right now. Wait for it. I die at the exact time that I get the MOAB as well. So, you know, you take it for what it is like that. But here I'm just being proper frantic, you know. I get like this whenever I'm getting MOABs. I don't really know what to do with myself. I kind of like, you know, I know I'm near it, but I'm trying to be precautious. And this guy comes up here now and he's like cop blocking me. I'm like, get the fuck away from me, man. Get the fuck away from me, man. Just go away, go away. And then literally, mate, and then it all comes down in a second. It all comes down. But anyway, right, moving on with it, right. You can see what kind of maneuvering tactics I'm using. I'm sticking along this whole right-hand side of the map, sorry. If you're looking at it from spawning from A, then it's the right-hand side. If you're spawning from C, then it's the left-hand side. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom. There it is. And then I died at the very last second from Akimbo FMG9s. What else is there left to say? That's all I got to say. Right now, me and Benty are going sick. You were just like, Boogo Bogo, Boogo Bogo, Boogo Bogo. Just, you know, doing it like we do. I really wasn't expecting to get the MOAB twice in a row, but it turned out like that. So, I mean, I was going to bring you the Sanctuary one first, but I don't know. With that, it's kind of like, I thought, well, I'll bring it you in order. You can kind of see, like, the back-to-back MOABs themselves. You'll see the MOAB today on Foundation. More than likely tomorrow or Saturday, you'll see the Sanctuary one. So, you can see, like, the differences in between the gameplays, because let me just take a sip of my drink here. You can see the differences in the gameplays because in the second MOAB that I get, I'm kind of a bit more loose and I'm literally running around the whole map, whereas this one I'm kind of a bit more defensive. But I think that's kind of something to do with the map itself, because Foundation is not really one of those rushing-esque friendly maps, if you want to say it like that, whereas Sanctuary is kind of a bit more open, a bit more of a narrower map with more narrow like sight lines and stuff like that. So, you know, there's all them routes to get around and get rushing where people aren't and shit like that. So you take it for what it is, really. But as for getting MOABs on this map, right, use guns to your preferences. Use suppressors. Suppressors are a must, right? The fact is, the map's so kind of small and narrow, right, that it's kind of a bad scenario not to be using an unsuppressed weapon. And I say this throughout of all of Modern Warfare 3, really. It's just, most of my like good gameplays that I get are using weapons with suppressors. So that's just the way I see it anyway. But that's kind of a given in some scenarios, but especially on this map, you need to use a suppressor. Unless you want to draw them into you and you're kind of like keeping your distance, then you can like not use a suppressor, I suppose. But it's all down to you, really, and your preferences. As you know, I love the AK. The AK is a beast of a weapon for me. The thing about the AK is on this map, yeah, it's got a good consistent put down power, if you know what I'm saying. Long ranges, it can do like pretty significant damage no matter what, whereas in kind of like close ranges as well, it's so powerful up close and personal. If you're already aiming down sights onto somebody coming round the corner, then boom, they're done. You know what I'm saying? Even on the fly, if you can just get your fly lock on aim, then you'll put them down easily as well. You know what I'm saying? Like with certain scenarios like that, yeah, I saw this guy's head poking out, right? He thought I didn't see him and I was going to go all the way around. I played the double bluff on him, came back, popped his head out because he was still camping there, and he was done. You see, that's what you get from having suppressed assault rifles. You get that capability to be able to, you know, kind of sneak around, but you're going to be able to get angles on people if you don't know if, like, people can't see you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The assault rifle gives you that over the SMG. That's why I've always kind of preached on about why make it harder on yourself when it comes down to MOABs, when you can quite easily get it with an assault rifle rather than having to use the SMG. Yes, overall, an SMG MOAB probably does have a greater value than an assault rifle because it's easier, but fact of the matter is, it's still a MOAB, and it's still a beast in MOAB. You know what I'm saying like that? You've got to take it for what it is when it comes down to it like that. So, definitely recommend holding down the right-hand side of the map if you're spawning on A, left-hand side if it's C. It's really up to you personally. But Hope you enjoyed this MOAB. I didn't really give you too many tips and tricks. I just kind of went off on like a random tangent again. But I gave you some tips and tricks anyway. And like I said, tips and tricks come with visual evidence and have just shown you a full raw gameplay, which is what I like to do. So that's all I've got to say for now. And peace.